That was horrible. 161 kilometers, and the final 200 meters have to be at 13%. Oh my god. Good morning everyone. So today I am doing it finally, getting my first metric century done. So it's about 7 a.m, or it's about 6 a.m. now, and I'm going to head out in like 20 minutes. So it should be a good one. I'm a bit nervous, never gone this far before. There's some big hills as well, so that's going to make it even tougher. So we're heading out beyond this mountain. There's another mountain range behind it, and then there's a lot of flat after that, and then we're heading to this island, which is quite a long way. So it's about 80 kilometers out and back, so 160 overall. Got my small backpack, I've got lots of food, lots of water in there, loads and loads of calories available, so I shouldn't bonk, hopefully. That's the main worry. And then we're gonna stop halfway. I'm meeting a friend about 20 kilometers in, and we're gonna ride together, hopefully save some energy drafting each other. So that should be good. All right, let's get to it.
So the first 20 or so kilometers are just trying to get out of the city. I've got to ride along the big highway, which is always a bit sketchy, but fortunately I went so early in the morning that it's not too bad this time.
I'm good, how are you?
Just meeting up with my friend Frank. The heavens are about to open and it is going to absolutely pour down. So we have to make a choice whether we're going to go over the mountains or go through the tunnel. So we can either get wet by going over, or we can stay dry, but the tunnel is a bit sketchy. So in the end we decided to go through the tunnel. So we decided to wait for a while just for the rain to stop. Normally these rain showers only last like 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll soon be back on the road.
So at this point we're about 50 kilometers in. The rain has mostly stopped, meaning I can sit in Frank's draft without getting a face full of water. So yeah, it's going quite well so far. We're averaging quite a high speed actually, mainly because Frank's a much better cyclist than me, and I'm just saving so much energy sitting behind him, and he's barely even breaking a sweat. We're very much out the city now. It's a really big road, but there's not that many cars coming past actually, so it's quite safe to cycle along here. You've got a big hard shoulder to sit in, and yeah, most of the cars are quite respectful of you. They don't pass too close or anything like that. So we're about 65 k's in, and we're just passing through a village now. So we've turned off the main highway, and now we're on the smaller roads heading out towards the island. So this is actual rural China now. We're beyond where the metro goes. So to get out to this part, you either need a car or you've got to be willing to take a very long bus journey. I was actually quite impressed with how nice the roads were. I thought they'd be a bit worse than this, but even this far out, they're still very smooth. No complaints from me. Heading out the village now, and I am feeling it. I haven't really eaten that much, just a few gels, so we've got about 10 kilometers to go, and then we're going to have a rest at the halfway point. So yeah, we're heading towards this island, which used to be a very famous tourist area, but apparently now there's not much going on there because it just wasn't very nice. So people stopped going, and now it's a bit run down. So yeah, we're almost there. So yeah, here's the bridge to get onto the island. As you can see, it's pretty run down, not really much here. It's not a very bustling place anymore. So it used to be quite touristy, but now it's just a small fishing village. Everyone has their own little boats which they take out and fish and then try to sell what they catch in the city. So as you can see, the island's nothing special. It's just a bit run down, just a few huts, definitely past its best days. So we're just going to find somewhere to stop and have a rest and refuel before the cycle home. So we've made it halfway, we're about 77 kilometers and we've made it to a abandoned looking island, which is quite cool. No one here. It's supposed to be a port on the other side, so yeah, it's pretty nice. Feeling good. So at this point, I was pretty much done, to be honest. I just wanted to eat and sit down. So we didn't rest for too long, maybe 10 minutes, just a chance to relax for a bit. And yeah, the weather is slowly getting better. It's stopped raining, but the sun still hasn't finally come out. So yeah, we're just crossing the bridge now, leaving the island. Gonna make a quick stop for some beverages and some food. So finally on the way home, just heading back onto the main highway now, and then it's the long drag along there. So it's about 40-50k along the highway until we get back to the city. And finally there's some blue sky, and it's actually going to get very hot soon. As soon as the clouds are gone, the sun just comes down and it absolutely burns you. Slowly making our way into the outskirts. The buildings are starting to get a bit taller, a bit less countryside, but we're gonna have a quick break, get some more drinks, refill the bottles as it's getting really hot now, and we're just going through them so quickly. So we're about 130 kilometers in. I've got about 30 kilometers till I get home, and Frank is just about to turn off because this is where he lives. So goodbye, Frank. Thanks for giving me a draft for so long. It's definitely made a difference. Anyway, for the rest of the ride, I'm on my own, no one to punch a hole in the air for me, and I've just got to suffer through the last 30 kilometers, which are definitely the worst, because at this point, the sun is ridiculous. It's about 30 degrees, humid, and just not nice weather. So I need to decide if I want to go over the mountain, which requires climbing about 200 meters, or just going through the scary tunnel. So obviously I choose the tunnel because I'm lazy and tired and I just want to get home. 20 kilometers to go, and by this point we're very much back in the city. Loads of cars now, just got to be a bit careful on these roads. You don't really know what the cars are going to do, so just need to be safe. The buildings are much bigger here, just passing by the beach, about 10 kilometers from home, and yeah, I'm feeling alright at this point. It's still so hot, but I'm almost done and I just can't wait to finish.
Okay, so my house is just up that street, but I need to gain another 7 kilometers. So I'm just gonna go up here and then back down, 3.5 kilometers each way, then we've done it. Awesome.
So the last kilometre or so up to my house is horrible. It starts off about 4%, and then just before you get to my street it gets up to about 16-17%, and at this point I am so done. It's almost 35 degrees and yeah, I am so tired. I just want this to be over and I just want to go to bed.
So 6 hours, 17 minutes and 44 seconds, 161 kilometers done, and 900 meters of elevation gain. I am shattered. It's so hot. It's about, let's see, it's about 30 degrees. I'm so hot, it's about 30 degrees. It has been since I left Frank. Oh my god, those last 40 kilometers were absolutely horrible.
So it took me 6 hours and 17 minutes to complete 161 kilometers. The 25.6 kilometers per hour average speed I think was quite good, to be honest. Big shout out to Frank for letting me draft him for so long. I definitely would have been a few kilometers per hour slower if it wasn't for him. Calories, so many, almost 4,000. When I got home I had a massive McDonald's, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so the elevation wasn't too bad. I've done rides with more elevation because we avoided going up the big mountain, went through the tunnel instead. It would have been about 500 meters more than that if we went over the mountain.
So it's a couple of days later now. The day after the ride, my legs felt proper tired, so I just took it easy, just went for a walk. And then the day after that, so 2 days after, I was pretty much back to normal. So overall, my legs didn't really hurt that much, so that's good. What went well? I think I should have brought more food. We had to stop a lot. But I guess when you're riding for that long, there's only so much you can take in your pockets or in your bag. Same for water, we had to stop quite a few times. I think the route was quite nice because you get to go through the tunnel instead of going over the big mountain. So I guess depending on your mood, you can just go over that instead. I wasn't really fancying it that day. It was so hot, especially coming back. I don't think I really had it in my legs to go up like 250 meters. Overall, I'm very happy I finally got this done. I did mean to do it a few weeks before, but the weather has been so unpredictable recently. I would have preferred to do it on a completely sunny day, but yeah, it's not too bad. It was actually quite refreshing, the rain. So as for what's coming up next, I'm not really sure. I've done 100 miles now, so I'm not really sure what's the next goal. I could just keep adding miles on, maybe like 200 kilometers, 150 miles, but that seems a bit strange. Maybe I'll try to do some elevation based rides. I don't know, maybe like 2,000 meters in one ride. That'd be pretty tough. Anyway, if you have any ideas what should come after achieving your first Imperial Century, let me know in the comments. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, because I'm pretty unsure as for what should be next. I'm going to follow some Zwift training plans and try to reduce my weight still, try to improve my FTP. That's the goal. So I don't think I'll be doing many Zwift races in the summer, mainly because it is so hot inside. The AC is on all the time and it is still so hot. I just sweat as soon as I get on the indoor trainer. So yeah, maybe Zwift will take a back seat. Well, Zwift racing will take a back seat until the autumn when it cools down a bit. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in the next video. Thank you everyone for watching. Peace out.